Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Tom Smith, Executive Director of Keep York Beautiful and a member of Eat, Play, Breathe York Tobacco Tax-Free Task Force. Today is the Great American Smokeout, an annual event supported by the American Cancer Society and many other organizations such as the York City Bureau of Health. This event has a 40-year history of helping people go the distance to finally give up smoking. The Tobacco-Free Task Force is committed to initiatives such as the Great American Smokeout and many others, including Kick Butts Day. Today, to support the Great American Smokeout, the York City School District and Northeastern School District are providing tables at their schools during lunch for students to write a quick note to loved ones to encourage them to quit smoking. Here is what the note looks like. It says, "I want you to quit smoking because," and we have a couple examples here on a display board. Now, how important is this, you ask? Well, I just want to take a minute and share a quick story with you about a 5-year-old boy who was watching TV one evening with his grandmother. His grandmother, a smoker, had a cigarette in her hand and dropped it on the floor. The boy picked up the cigarette and put it back in his grandmother's hand. Unfortunately, she dropped the cigarette again. The grandmother was unresponsive. She was taken to the hospital. She had had a stroke and was in a coma and died a few months later. This story is my story. I was the 5-year-old grandson. The questions raised, how would my life have been different if she had lived? We will never know. Despite knowing the dangers of smoking, it remains the leading cause of preventable deaths and disease in the United States, killing more than 480,000 Americans each year. If a person quits smoking before the age of 40, most of these deaths can be avoided. So at this time, to recognize the importance of the Great American Smokeout here in York County and York City, I would like to now introduce York City Mayor C. Kim Bracey, who will present a joint proclamation issued by Mayor Bracey and Representative Kevin Schreiber. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Tom, for sharing your personal story. And I bet looking around this room, we all have something close to that, but maybe not as close. And wow, thank you. Representative Schreiber is in Harrisburg, and we are hopeful of a budget. Okay, everybody's nodding, clapping, or whatever. But you all can see that he wanted to be here. We all got these fancy dancy little things from him, and we do appreciate his support for today as well. As you may know, Representative Schreiber goes around to many of our schools with me, and he makes his pinky swear about not smoking as well, too. So we miss him. We know he's here in spirit, and we appreciate his leadership on this effort. Some of the signs here that folks have already wrote are very moving as well, too. This doesn't have to be a dismal message here. This is a real positive one. Stop smoking today, folks. Get over it. There's help out there. There's smoking cessation classes. There's things that your employer in many cases can do. And if your employer cannot, the York City Health Bureau is poised and ready to assist as well. It is bad, and it makes your breath smell. And there are folks that don't want you to die. And it's expensive. What the heck? Let's get over this whole thing, please. But I'm here to present a proclamation, again, signed by myself and Representative Schreiber. It reads, American Cancer Society Great American Smokeout. Whereas every year on the third Thursday of November, concerned citizens across the nation take part in American Cancer Society Great American Smokeout. And whereas each year the Great American Smokeout draws attention to the deaths and chronic diseases caused by smoking. And whereas because of the efforts of individuals and groups that have led anti-tobacco efforts, there have been significant landmarks in the areas of research, policy, and environment. And whereas the York City Bureau of Health and Eat, Play, Breathe York are participating in the Great American Smokeout on November 19, 2015, and whereas the efforts of these concerned citizens can help lead to a healthier community and commonwealth for all citizens to enjoy. Now, therefore, I, C. Kim Bracey, Mayor of the City of York, and Kevin J. Schreiber, Representative of Pennsylvania House of Representatives, honor the York City Bureau of Health and Eat, Play, Breathe York for their important contribution to the Great American Smokeout and the health of our community, Commonwealth, and the nation. Given this day in the City of York and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania on the 19th day of November in the year of our Lord, 2015. Again, I signed it and Representative Schreiber did. We will make sure both organizations get a copy and have it on display. And thank you for your work in this important area, one that many people take for granted. And thank you, Tom, too, for leading the charge. I think next up, am I now the MC? Okay, I'll be the MC now. Okay, we have Pamela Miller from Memorial Hospital. It's going to come up here for a little bit. Good to see you, Pam.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you to everyone for coming out to the Great American Smokeout Conference today. My name is Pam Miller. I am the tobacco cessation educator for Memorial Hospital. I have been in this role now for almost 3 years, and one of the things that continue to amaze and inspire me is the importance of numbers. Number of minutes, number of hours, number of days, number of weeks, number of months, and number of years when we talk about the amount of time that we've been tobacco-free. The number for the Great American Smokeout today is 24. 24 hours free from smoking. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce two individuals that have been through Memorial Hospital's tobacco cessation program. Please welcome Isabel Smith and Bill Blymeyer.
Hello. My journey started almost 3 years ago. On January, 4th. On January 4th, I called and I signed up for the group. At that point, when I got off the phone, I said, okay, that's it. I'm not going to buy any more cigarettes. My group started on that following Monday. At 8:30 Sunday night was my last cigarette, so that was January 6th. And I've been smoke-free ever since then. Today, it's been 2 years, 317 days, which is a total of 1,047 days that I've been smoke-free. My lifespan is 5 months. Money saved is $5,706. And unsmoked cigarettes is $20,940. So I have to say I'm very proud of myself. And I do encourage other people to do it if they, have a need or a want to quit smoking. The best thing I think about the whole thing is I smelled better. I could smell my perfume. I could smell that my hands didn't stink, and the very first time I walked past people that were smoking, and I would never, ever down them because I was there. I got a very overwhelming whiff of what it smelled like, and I was embarrassed because I used to smell like that, and now I don't. So that's all I have to say.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I want everybody to just take a deep breath. Thank you. That helps me relax. I was a former smoker. Later on, I'll tell you how many years I was smoking. But each day, I take a deep breath to relax instead of a nasty cigarette. Okay, I was a smoker for 35 years. That comes out to 12,775 days. Think about it, 12,775 days out of my life that I smoked. I started smoking at the age of 14 as a freshman in high school. Now, I'd like to tell you a story about a day while attending William Penn Senior High School. One day I decided that I'm going to skip lunch and head toward the restroom to catch a smoke. Boy, I felt cool. At 14, I felt cool. I thought I was really something. Well, I got caught. That feeling went quick. I wasn't cool anymore. Had detention. But that did not stop me from smoking. Over the years, cigarettes controlled my life. No matter what I did, take a walk, sit, watch TV, eat, get up, smoke a cigarette, whatever I did, didn't stop me from smoking. I knew it was bad for me, but I just kept smoking. There was times I quit. I tried to quit. I tried cold turkey, the patch, anything I could find, but it seemed not to work. But one day, after 35 years of smoking, at the age of 49, I woke up on February of 2009. I'll back up a little bit. The night before that, I had one cigarette in my pack. I said, I'm going to smoke this. Next day I'll go to work. I'll get another pack of cigarettes. Well, 3 o'clock in the morning, I get up. Had to go to the bathroom. What did I do? I got dressed right. Went up to Rogers, got a pack of cigarettes. I came back and I said, that was crazy. The control they had over me was ridiculous. That's the day I said, enough is enough. So on a Sunday afternoon, I was sitting down reading the New York Daily Record. Notice I'm from New York. And I found an advertisement for a quit class, Memorial Hospital. I signed up for it, and 6 weeks later, on March 31st, 2009, was my first day to become smoke-free. And I'll let you know, it was hard at first, but I made it. I've been smoke-free as of this day today, 6 years, 7 months, 19 days. That comes to 2,389 days. I wanted to give you my smoke-free in days because I started with day one, back on March 31st, 2009. So make this day, the first day of November 19th, 2015, on American Smokeout, to be your first day. And join me next year. You can stand up here and say your story. But I could say that November 19th, 2015, was my first public speaking without a cigarette. That I didn't have to go out and get a cigarette before I came in here and talk. Because it would have been bad up here. So, and it's my hope that my story, no matter what, touches someone out there, that they begin to start their journey to be smoke-free. Because I know, I am glad I stopped 6 years ago. Because 2013, I had open heart surgery. And if I was smoking, I would have never had that surgery. So I want to thank Mayor Kim Bracey, Tom Smith, Pam Miller, and everyone else out there. Thank you for allowing me to come and tell you my story.
Okay, in the 40 years of history of the Great American Smokeout, much progress has occurred. Workplaces, restaurants, and playgrounds are now smoke-free, but more still needs to be done. Nearly 70% of all smokers want to quit, and half make a serious attempt each year. Smokers need our support to quit. We have heard from 2 community members who have successfully quit smoking. Everyone can be a part of this success, helping family members and friends quit smoking. To help with this, Eat, Play, Breathe has information to make your own kit to help people quit smoking. It's called a Quit Kit, and it includes gum, some toothpicks, lollipops, rubber bands, straws, a shiny stone or rock, stress balls, and other items that you can think of that will help a smoker take their mind off of smoking. Also with this information, there are free Pennsylvania quit lines where people can call to get additional help if they're interested in quitting smoking. Locally here in York County, to assist with this, WellSpan has recently hired Leah Niederer to be their tobacco program coordinator. Leah will be a member of the Tobacco Free Task Force and provide support throughout York County. We, the Tobacco Free Task Force, would like to thank Mayor Bracy, Isabel Smith, and Bill Blymeyer for participating. And thank you all for attending our Great American Smokeout Conference today. With your support of the Great American Smokeout, we can make York a healthier community for us all. Thank you. And for those who would like to report their success, their involvement, we have a hashtag, which is up here, hashtag GASA 2015 York. So hopefully everyone can report their success.